It is 8:14. With all due respect to the rain of April, man, it's good to see the month of May. And one of the newer traditions is tomorrow already. It's called Rev. We have a couple of guests that you probably know. They're both among the best at what they do. Two-time Indy 500 champ Al Unser Jr. is here. So too is celebrity chef Joe Sasto. Gentlemen, thanks for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Chef, I have to start with you because if Al and I get to talking racing, and we may never get this back on track. So when we talk Rev, what are we talking about? What's the event?
So we're talking gearing up for the month of May. Exciting time. There's so much energy in the city right now. Just feeling it. But it really supports and helps raise money for all of the IU trauma efforts for the whole state. Really brings people together and gears up for the big race at the end of the month.
So those of us who've not been able to go before, and tickets are sold out, so this is kind of a neat treat to be able to talk about this. What goes on? I understand that some of the drivers actually help inspire the dishes that are served?
Right, so chefs are teaming up with drivers, they're cooking dishes, it's a whole bunch of food. There is a little alcohol involved if people are willing to go down that path. No alcohol in racing. Right. But going out on the track, you get to see the that whole start line, finish line,
the Yard of Bricks.
The Yard of Bricks, the infamous, and kind of really gets people excited and helps raise money for the IU.
Al, you grew up around this place, and so you've seen it in all of its versions, from tank tops to the toniest of black tie events. This is kind of the latter. This is a cool uptown night.
This is the formal night. Yeah. Everybody's all decked out and having a great time. I mean, you get to go inside the speedway and feel the whole atmosphere, and really it just kicks off the month of May.
Now, you've been around these drivers their whole lives as well, and they've always looked up to you, but would you eat something that they serve directly, or is it good that we've got some chefs sort of interpreting these dishes?
I think it's great that we have the chefs. Not just good, I think it's great. So,
well, I want to share with the viewers something that you did for us, and I don't even know if you remember immediately, but Al was part of our Tweet for Toys this year when we went to collect toys at Harding Steinbrenner Racing. He was so kind, even signed for us all sorts of memorabilia and some Christmas cards directly to the Daybreak crew. If we didn't say thank you enough then, we do appreciate it. It really gave us a brighter day, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Are you still doing some work with Harding Steinbrenner?
Absolutely.
Man, you've got a hot shoe there. Tell us about Colton Herta.
Yeah, Colton's, he's just fantastic. I mean, he's so naturally talented. You know, he grew up as a racing kid. You know, Brian was a very successful racer, his father. And quite honestly, he reminds me a lot of me. Right. You know,
second generation driver.
Second generation driver, and I really feel that he goes to his father and gets advice from his father. You know, Brian comes up all the time during practice and so on, and is suggesting things to myself and Colton, of course, and so it's great to work with him.
Well, what are you looking forward to in the month of May? One of the great things about Al is that he'll be out there as a spectator. I know you still love this sport, and even just watching it.
I love this sport. This is my life, and it's been life to me, and so we'll be out there working with Harding Steinbrenner. We'll be working directly with Colton, and just doing the best we can to win this thing. I think we really got a real shot at this thing, and so we're going to go out there with expectations of pulling into victory lane.
Colton Herta has already won a race at 18 years old, so with the help of Al Unser Jr. and his dad, of course, it may just happen. Joe Sasto, thank you. Best of luck with the Rev. We really appreciate you giving us an insight to something that, well, it's sold out. Al will be seeing the whole month of May. We really appreciate the time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
How's that for cool, Randy?
That is really